Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I have a review for the Sceptre 35-inch ultra-wide monitor with the 100Hz panel. So the structure I like to do for these reviews is first I'm going to get into the specs, then I'll talk about the things that I like about the monitor, I'll cover the things that I don't like about the monitor, and then I'll wrap everything up. So let's go ahead and get into those specs. The Sceptre 35-inch ultra-wide 21:9 LED monitor is a Quad HD 3440 by 1440p 100Hz VA panel with an 1800R curve featuring AMD FreeSync. It has a 4 millisecond response time and features two 60Hz HDMI ports, one 100Hz HDMI port, and one 100Hz display port. This features red lighting on the back that can be turned off, but it isn't RGB. This also features one audio jack, and this is the Machine Black 2020 version. Alright, so now that I've covered these specs, let's get into the things that I really like about this monitor. So the first one is going to be the price at $379.99, which ends up being about $412 after tax, at least for me. That's a really solid price for a 35-inch ultra-wide monitor with an 1800R curve that is a VA panel and that actually can hit that 100 Hz. A lot of other monitors, typically with these same specs, they're going to run you anywhere from $500 to up into the $600, $700, $800 price range with this. So the first big thing is really that price point. And then beyond that, looking at, the coloring looks really good. I didn't have any screen tearing with this. It games really well. You do have to enable the 100 Hz in your NVIDIA control panel, so make sure you do that. FreeSync is really smooth. I didn't run G-Sync compatible with this. I've always had problems with that, so I just leave it off. And in my experience with just running FreeSync, there's no problems. So I'm really happy with the performance overall with this. The other thing is the 1800R curve looks really good. I've gamed on a bunch of monitors. I don't think I could go back to a flat panel. And this with that 35-inch just feels very comfortable. The viewing angles are phenomenal with this, and you're not going to get any distortion or anything like that. I don't know who's gaming at an angle, but maybe you're viewing content at an angle slightly, and with this I didn't have any problems. So now that I've covered everything that I like about this monitor, let's go ahead and get into the things that I don't like about this monitor. So one of the big things overall with this is there's no extras. So you don't get speakers, there's no USB expansion ports. You can't actually do a height adjustment to this. Now the monitor itself is VESA mount compatible. I didn't cover that with the specs because I wanted to save it for here, but you can do that. The other thing is it does tilt forward 5 degrees and then it can tilt back 15, which is nice. But if you're looking for height adjustment or you want to swivel the monitor or rotate the monitor, that's just not going to happen with this unless you get that VESA mount. And if you're going to get that, you're looking at most likely another $60 to $100, $120. At that point, you may look into other monitors that are a little bit pricier, but I'm going to actually have some in the description, like the, hopefully I'm pronouncing this right, Nixeus EDG. That's actually a 144 Hz panel with a 1500R curve, but that has FreeSync Premium, and with that you can actually have that height adjustment to it. So something else to potentially consider, but you're also looking to spend another $150, $200 on that. So it really is, what are you looking for? If you don't need any of those extras, you're not worried about the height adjustment or anything like that, this is definitely a good buy, but something to be very mindful of. You're not getting all these extra things with this. It also does have a blue light filter with it, not something I mentioned with the specs, but that's a feature that I consider to be an extra that it does have, but I don't use it that much, but it is there. So that's going to be it for this. Looking at everything from like a global perspective, if you're on a budget and you want a really good ultra wide, I think this is the way to go. All the features with this are phenomenal. If you need those extra features, especially with the height adjustment, and you're not going to pay for a VESA mount and you're not going to put it on a box or anything like that, you're going to have to save up a little bit more money, but that may be something that you lean towards some of the other monitors that I'll have in the description for you. So that's going to be it for this. Let's go ahead and wrap everything up. Alright, so that's going to wrap this video up. Hopefully that helps you guys make an informed decision on whether or not you want to pick this monitor up for yourself. If you do, I'm actually going to have a link for this in the description, so you can click on that and find this. If you guys like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.